Golf Central on YouTube, brought to you by the Chrome Soft Golf Ball from Callaway.
Hello, I'm Anna Jackson, and this is your Golf Central update. Well, today marked the new era for women's major championship golf as the Chevron Championship, after 50 years, moved to the club at Carlton Woods, the Jack Nicklaus design in Texas. So this is how the leaderboard stands after 18 holes. It is Pyun Chen from Chinese Taipei who leads the way at 5 under 67. You can see Nelly Korda on the leaderboard, though. She is the notable name with the highest finish through 18 at 4 under. So let's hear from the world number 2 following her round.
Nelly, you went out in the afternoon, tough conditions, tough with the weather, but you managed a round of 68 out there. What was the biggest challenge out there today?
Honestly, it was pretty windy towards the start of the round, and then we got caught up in a delay and some rain here and there. But the wind actually died on the back 9, and it made it a lot easier to be aggressive.
Yeah, you had one of the lowest scores that we saw this afternoon. How would you describe the conditions once you guys got back out there after the delay?
It honestly wasn't that bad. The only thing that kind of what affected me was if I missed the green, I didn't really know how it was going to react around the green, if it was going to be a little softer due to the rain. So just chipping around the green kind of got a little harder, where I was just unsure. But overall, I think the greens got a little softer. I mean, we didn't get too much rain, but I think it actually played a little easier because the wind died down.
We talked earlier this week about your strong start coming in here in your last few events, but you felt like you kind of had different pieces of your game together, but not all of them. How would you assess where your game was today?
It was definitely better. I would say that I don't think anyone has ever played with their A game. I think it's very rare that someone comes out here and plays with their A game. So sometimes you just have to grind a little bit more, but that's what makes it so fun.
What will you work on for tomorrow?
Nothing. I'm gonna go get myself some food and go to sleep. But that is what I'm gonna work on. But I'm just gonna keep the same mindset of trying to be aggressive where I can and take my opportunities when I can.
So Nelly Korda in the hunt for her second major this week. Well, after over 50 years at Mission Hills Country Club, it is a very different challenge at the club at Carlton Woods. So what did the women in the field make of today and their opening round?
When I get to any golf course, I really have, my process of what I'm going through. It's just tee balls off each hole, what's the line, really dialing in the speed of the greens. And then Bermuda grass, you can just get so many different lies around the greens with that. So I think it's just being able to anticipate how the ball's going to react on the greens, off the greens, and all that stuff.
It is hard. It is. As you can see on the scoreboard, 4 under par. I mean, compared to other courses, maybe like 7 or 8 under par going to be leading for the first couple of days. We not really get used to it, if I can say, because like I said, it's totally different than last year. The grass is different. Not much wind, yes, but the green is not that easy. I mean, it's really slopey and tricky.
I think it's a course that you have to hit pretty much every club in your bag. Drivers of the tee, you have to hit both sides, left to right, right to left. I mean, par 3s, they are great par 3s. They have to be very precise with the number. Otherwise, you have bunkers or it's quite narrow on the greens. Par 5s, they are long. I mean, I can reach 2-3 of them, so that's good for me. But I think, the course is playing like a major. It's a tough test, and I think the scoring won't be too low.
Are these fairways wider than what you normally would play in a major?
I think they're slightly wider than we play, yes, and the rough's not as bad. If you hit it in the rough here, you can pretty much get on the green. So I don't think that's the hardest part. I think the greens and the pins are probably the hardest. If you leave yourself short-sided, you're definitely in a bit of trouble.
I think greens are so important because they're tiny, and especially since the course is not extremely short, when the greens are really, really small, it makes it tough, and the grass is very grainy, so when you chip around the green, you have to it's quite difficult. It's challenging.
Challenge-wise, I mean, I've been telling everyone these greens are smaller than you anticipate for Texas. They're firm, they're fast, and I mean, it's something you don't expect coming to a major. And I think the fact that, you know, it is pretty grainy around the greens, missing it to the right spots is definitely going to help you, and kind of hitting center of the green and taking your putts is definitely going to be your friend out there.
If you miss in the wrong places, the up and downs become really challenging. The bunkers are super deep. The sand texture doesn't afford you a lot of spin out of the bunkers, so you're hitting from a very, you know, deep bunker to an elevated green. It's hard to get the ball close, and there are plenty of bunkers out here. So I think that whoever manages their approach game correctly, trying to get it into the right sections of the greens, trying to avoid, you know, the missed error that will most likely cost you a bogey. I think that's championship golf, you know, in a nutshell. It's just really plotting your way around and trying to make as many or as few unforced errors as possible.
So 11 under sets the pace in 4 balls in this opening round of the Zurich Classic of New Orleans. It is a team event, but it is Matthew and younger brother Alex Fitzpatrick who is capturing the headlines this week. They sit just 1 back heading into tomorrow's foursomes, and they caught up with George Severikis.
What a week for the Fitzpatrick family. Heck of a start by you two guys today with a 10 under 62. You're coming off the win at the RBC Heritage. What was it like inside the ropes to share that round with your brother?
Yeah, really special. It's up there as, you know, one of the rounds I've had most fun on. It really was. It was. I really enjoyed being out there, just, you know, helping him on the greens, and you know, playing myself. Obviously, he played great on the back 9, and I play well on the front 9. It kind of you know, worked really well. So, really enjoyable day, and it's obviously always nice to post a score as well.
Alex, I know we were talking earlier in the week, the last time you guys teamed up to anything, you were kids, basically. At what point could you sense in today's round that, hey, we're in a good rhythm, we can actually post a low number?
I think kind of around the turn, sort of around 11 or 12, I think we picked up a few birdies. I managed to hit a few more fairways, and I think that's when we kind of got into a little bit of a rhythm. And then I think it's 14 or 4 or 5, the one around the water. Yeah. Once we made birdie there, it felt like we had a couple more opportunities to come in, and yeah, we capitalized on them and posted a good round.
Any moments where the older brother, younger brother dynamic came into effect, or just purely teammates the entire round?
No, he bailed me out 3 times, so yeah, it was. He took care of me on the back 9, and yeah, I would say I took care of him on the front 9. So we agreed on 2 rules, and one of the rules was don't say sorry. And after he'd hit in the water on our 18th hole, it was, oh, sorry. And I was like, what are you doing? Like, you don't need to apologize. I've hit it in the trees all day, so don't worry about it. But yeah, it was. We finished strong. So
you go from competing as brothers to now contending with a 10 under 62. How does that shift expectations for the rest of the week?
Same as the start of the week. Yeah, same as the start of the week. Foursomes is obviously a difficult format. You know, we've got 2 rounds left of those, and you know, just be happy with a solid score to, you know, hang around tomorrow, and then you know, see what we can do on Saturday.
Yeah, I guess we've had a few questions asked about what might happen if we do well around here, but being honest, we're having so much fun out there. It hasn't even crossed my mind once. So yeah, we'll go out tomorrow and a few more fairways, a few more greens, like you said, and yeah, hopefully take a few birdies and get out there with a decent score.
Yeah, it was a heck of a round. A lot of fun for us to watch. We'll see you out there tomorrow. Thanks for the time, guys.
Thank you.
So you can catch them in action. Second round of the Zurich Classic. That is at 3 p.m. Eastern on Golf Channel. But before that, second round of the Chevron Championship at 11 a.m. on Golf Channel. We'll see you there.